Hello everyone and welcome. Today I am making a no-bake cheesecake. This is one of my favorite ones, and we've been doing this quite a lot, so this is definitely a proven recipe. So for this we're gonna need, of course, the cream cheese. Today I am using cream cheese, and here I have 16 ounces, so equal to 1 pound or 453 grams of the cream cheese. We're gonna need whipped topping. So this is the same exact weight for the whipped cream. Then we're gonna need gelatin. Of course, this is a European gelatin that I'm using, but you can use 2 small envelopes of the gelatin or a larger one. That should be sufficient for this. Of course, we need the unflavored gelatin, and I have 2 envelopes of this. I'm gonna use vanilla sugar, and this is vanilla sugar, so I'm gonna use the entire envelope. You can also use the few drops of the extract. Here I have 3/4 cup of the white granulated sugar, also 3/4 cup of hot water in which to dissolve this unflavored gelatin with. And then I'm gonna use for the topping mandarin oranges, and here I have 425 grams or 15-ounce can. And we're also gonna use some of this juice that's in here. And then I have here biscottis, so those I'm gonna use for the bottom, and then we're gonna need some juice to moisten them before we place the cheese on them. As far as the toppings, I'm gonna use, of course, the mandarin oranges, and then strawberries. Make sure you wash them, clean them, and then we're gonna cut them into slices. I have here some blueberries, and I have some raspberries. As far as the pan, we're gonna need it's of course, a non-stick pan, but this is one of those spring form pans, and this one I have is 12 inches or 30 centimeters. So this is quite big, but we do have a lot of ingredients. So let's begin. So I've lined my spring form pan with some parchment paper, and now I'm gonna place the round biscotti on the bottom. Now I have a tablespoon here. I opened my can of mandarin oranges, and I'm gonna pour this juice on each one, just to saturate them so they're not dry once you pour the cheese over, and they're not gonna float to the top. Now we'll put these mandarin oranges in a fridge, so for the top we'll just save it. And now let's prepare the cheese, and let's set this aside. So I placed the cheeses in here, both of them. I'm gonna add the sugar and start beating those. Now let's add all the sugar, and let's continue to mix this. Now the cream cheese is pretty well mixed because it started to form peaks. So let us add the vanilla. and mix. And now we can start to add the whipped topping. Add a little by little and continue to mix. And now the cheese is pretty well mixed. So what we need to do right now is make sure to scrape the bowl and that it's all mixed well. So now we can add the gelatin, and this will be the final step for this. So I have here 3/4 cup of water. This is boiling hot water. And I'm gonna place my gelatins, those unflavored gelatins, in here. And I'm just gonna whisk this. Make sure that there's no lumps in here. Now the gelatin is very well dissolved and it has no lumps, as I checked. So now let us just quickly mix this in, because this will set pretty quick. And now let us transfer this onto the biscuits here over them, because this is setting really quickly. And make sure you get it all in even. And we'll need to refrigerate this for at least 2 hours before we can decorate it and pour gelatin over this. So let's wipe the excess around it and let's refrigerate this for at least 2 hours or overnight it. And while the cake is setting, the cheese actually, I'm just gonna go ahead and slice my strawberries. Continue with the rest. So the strawberries are now cut up. We'll decorate the cheesecake with them, also with some raspberries and blueberries. And in the meantime, let's prepare our gelatin so we give it enough time to get cooled a little bit. So the cheese is well set right now, and I'm gonna decorate it. I have the strained mandarin oranges, and I'm just gonna put it along the side here. And now let's place the strawberries. And now let's put some blueberries. You can put those as however you want. And now the raspberries. These are pretty big. Actually very big. Just place it around. I think this will be good enough. And now I'm gonna pour like a ladle or 2 ladles of the gelatin that I've previously made. Make sure your gelatin is cooled. And I'm gonna refrigerate this now for, let's say, until this sets. And then I'm gonna put another layer, wait until it sets, and then put the final layer until it's all covered. Now it's been about 45 minutes since I put the first layer, and it looks like it's set. So let me go ahead and add the second layer, and then the third and final. So now adding the second layer of the gelatin. And then we'll wait about an hour and place the rest. And now this is set. This was the second layer of the gelatin. So let's pour in the remainder of it. So now let's refrigerate this for approximately 1 hour. The gelatin is now all set. So let's cut into the cake and see how it came out. First thing, we have to cut around the edge here. this is how it looks. So if you like this recipe, give me the thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching.